This is a story about an old car and a stupid plan. Because the good ideas are usually the boring ones. Because hey, what could possibly go wrong? Good morning, guys. I woke up at this beautiful spot. The night was a bit not so great because my neck is very stiff. It was a bit painful, but a part of that was good. Slept quite long. Woke up only a few times because of that. And I just realized that this guy lost a lot of air. So I guess it's again time for a quick fix at the lakeside here, which is convenient because water is always good to fix tires. And then patch up this tire, which is also funny because that's the only tire that didn't break on the entire trip. All the other tires are either fixed, like the front tires are fixed, and the other rear tire was completely exchanged. So yeah, finally, also the right rear tire died after 25,000 kilometers. But before I do all this, time for some coffee. Preparing here at the lakeside. Okay, took off the tire, put it into the water to check where bubbles come out, and I found the hole. That's it. This little guy. A little bit of air coming out here. So, time to fix it. Mosquitoes here. And that, my friends, is how I fix a tire in less than 10 minutes. Okay, the tire is fixed and it's time to leave this beautiful spot. And then I'll start with a small challenge because it's steep. Let's hope we make it up this hill without getting stuck because it's washed a little bit out, so there's quite some holes that I have to avoid somehow, and then it gets kind of narrow. So I have two options. Either I try to have the holes between my wheels and go up straight, but I think it might be smarter just to go into the left and cross here. Let's give it a try. Easy, no problem for this old legend. Made it to the top. And now the plan is to drive to Riga. No, not Riga. I was in Riga yesterday. To Vilnius. And spend a day there, work a bit on the video, and then in the evening drive towards the Polish border and have camp in or close to Poland. Okay, so the unpaved roads in Lithuania are not comparable to the ones in Estonia, these super smooth ones, and their washboards here. But the trick is just to go really fast. As long as the washboard isn't huge, at some point the wheels will just go over it and not into the bumps. So that's what I'm doing right now. I might be breaking the speed limit a little bit. But it definitely feels better to go 90 than going 50 because it's less bumpy with the speed. And it does feel like driving a rally, so that's also quite good. Oops, small bump. It's actually kind of fun. I hope Theodor was fine with that. I think he is. He's a good, sturdy guy. Okay, made it again. In the forest, there's a small river right behind Theodor. The road here was a little bit sandy, but absolutely nothing that was a problem for Theodor. Rear-wheel drive, a bit of clearance is enough. And yeah, absolutely beautiful space at the river. So I put up my tent and I'm sitting at the small stream. I just had some food, some pasta once again. And you might think that my weapon of choice would be to enjoy and relax in the tent, but somehow I like my driver's seat so much and I feel so comfortable here that I'm hanging out here. Maybe I'm strange, I don't know, but it's a good spot. A very good spot it is indeed. Had a good camp, had a beautiful spot at a small river, or rather large brook. Somehow I don't feel 100% fit. I think I got a small cold, but I wasn't cold, but yeah. Anyway, now I'm heading towards Warsaw, but on the way I will still have a small detour through a like small cool border between Poland and Lithuania, where I was a few years ago. I want to see it again. And also now, the road or path leads us through a beautiful forest. We are not so far from the both Polish and Belarusian border, so pretty much at the end of the world for European standards. Yeah, I'm sure now you think again, oh, this guy always driving these small roads. Where did he find that road again? Guess what? I'm driving already 10 kilometers on the small paths here through the Lithuanian forest, and that's actually the official Google Maps route. I mean, originating at the spot where I camped, but I know for a fact that like 1 kilometer in the other direction there would have been a larger road. But instead of bringing it back to the larger road, it brings me onto this beautiful little forest track. I dare say Lithuania is a great country for road tripping, because on one hand you've got perfect tarmac, but then you've also got these small, cute roads going through the forests, so it's very diverse. Absolutely perfect place. I mean, that actually applies also to Latvia and Estonia. Yeah, and now we are almost leaving the small, beautiful forest road, entered a small village, and 200 meters ahead we're back on tarmac. I mean, that's exactly this diversity I'm talking about, which makes it so much fun. Like in Germany, this forest track would be closed for cars, and here you kind of zoom through. The only person you see were a few cars with people picking mushrooms along the road, completely empty. And now we're back on a good tarmac road, crossing the Lithuanian forest. Heading straight to the Polish border. It's still about 2 kilometers to go. And I'm driving the small international road towards the border. I mean, just look at it. I know for a fact from a few years ago that on the border itself it's not paved. I guess I couldn't decide who paves it, Poland or Lithuania. And I have to say, this type of road is exactly what Theodor is absolutely great at. I mean, it's not super bad, but it's kind of bumpy and wavy. And the suspension just eats those bumps, and it's just so much fun driving on this not exactly perfect tarmac. Okay, we are arriving at the international border between Lithuania and Poland. And I mean, I've already mentioned it a few times, but I'm always a bit fascinated by these Schengen borders. We can just jump countries without any problem. I do think I might actually misuse this one here and put a sticker onto the Polish sign. It also kind of looks like they are actually working on the border, like they might pave it at some point. Yeah, that's what I call a nice border. Somewhere here in the forest. But there are a few cars actually this time, not many though. Yeah. So I'm in Warsaw, or Warsaw is pronounced in English, I think. And my engine bay has been extremely dirty lately. So I didn't only buy a coffee, but also some local kid gave me some spray to pre-wash it a bit. And now I will put water inside my engine bay, which is always scaring me a bit. But I disconnected the battery, so I guess it should be fine. It'll make a huge difference. Yeah, I mean, look at this. They definitely changed the color. It was a bit of a strange feeling to put water there, but I'm trying to avoid the electronics. And at the same time, if you go through a big puddle, I mean, also water goes everywhere from the bottom, so I guess it should be fine. I hope at least. I'll definitely still take a bit of time before reconnecting the battery, so everything can drain and dry a bit. And in the meantime, I'll wash the rest of this beautiful, dirty car. Okay guys, so we truly made it to Warsaw, or Warsaw. Look at this, where we're standing, almost legally of course. I'm following my host Hasim through Warsaw, and this guy is really cute. He's so committed filming in front of me. I think I could make an entire episode only about driving through Warsaw. There'll be so much content of this small city tour. Definitely, yeah, very committed guy. Thanks Hasim for the warm welcome, for the stay, for the food. He also owns a restaurant and a hotel, so yeah, definitely a good guy to know here in Warsaw. some nice Turkish hospitality in Slavic country. So it's time to leave Warsaw, and if you're attentive you can see behind me a Mercedes CLS, and believe it or not, it's again Dejan. You might remember him from one of the first episodes in Bosnia. Dejan was the first guy to invite us, or me, well us back then, Felix was also there, to visit him. I met Dejan again in Moscow on the car meet because he was also in Moscow. Now, by pure coincidence, Dejan was also in Warsaw on his way home towards Bosnia. So that's the record, meeting the same guy 3 times on the tour. And most of them were not even really planned, just kind of coincidence. Like, yo, I see you in Warsaw, I'm there as well today. So yeah, good to see this guy again, really good guy. Thanks, Dejan. I think I will not win. I'm not sure, but and the engines are cold. It doesn't matter. So Theodor and me in Lodz, how Germans would pronounce it, but it's apparently wrong. But Wutsch, and it's showtime because the local community organized something, I think quite crazy, and I'm heading there right now. Yeah, organize it extra for me. So I'm quite curious what will await me. But I'm 3 minutes away. It's the latest core meet so far. It's 8:30 in the evening. Yeah, heading there right now. What I like about these car meets is that every country has a completely different vibe and approach to all these things. Okay, small test ride with this famous BMW guy. Oh yeah. Really get, like, you know, a nice comparison between the countries.
Чувак приехал из Берлина через Казахстан. Прямей дороги не было. Давайте, аплодисменты. Товарищи. Что?
I mean, basically, it's a car meet. It's there to meet the local communities. But every country, every mentality, every culture interprets it differently. So it's quite nice to have these meets in different cities and different countries. We're arriving. That's a pretty nice parking spot here. Where is the crew? Where is the crew? I have no clue. Somehow following the navigator. But I think we have to go somewhere there. Let's see if we can cross here. Nope, it's a field. Ah, damn it. No, it's not. That will be the crew right there. Still a bit early. Oh, here we go.
Pierdolę, patrzcie co spuskałem. Bubr, kurwa! Ja pierdolę, jakie bydle!
Okay, so it's
Bober!
20:35. It's only 5 minutes into the car meet, and I'm absolutely stunned by the amount of vehicles and people here. Absolutely crazy. Okay guys, look at this. Completely escalated. And it goes on in the other direction as well. I mean, what the hell? Okay guys, over 26,000 kilometers. Theodor and me are about to enter Germany. This is the bridge over the Oder River from Słubice to Frankfurt Oder. And yeah, you can see the Polish flag, so we're still in Poland. Because it's the Polish side on the bridge and the European flags. And Germany is not so excited about the flags, so now we're in Germany and there are no flags. But there's a sign saying Bundesrepublik Deutschland. Incredible. Didn't get stopped by the police, which is controlling here. And we're back in Germany. Incredible. Okay guys, I'm back on the German Autobahn. Incredible feeling. After so many kilometers back on German roads. It's the time to say thank you to all of you guys for supporting me, for being there for me, for watching all the stuff I'm posting. for all your messages, your comments, your likes, your follows. Yeah, without this community, it wouldn't have been the same thing. So thank you from Omar out for joining in. And I promise you, it won't be the last tour, so stay tuned.